I just got my Eclair strawberries from Grow Organics, and I signed an agreement that I wouldn't be returning them because I didn't want to pay $10 for shipping. I wanted to pay the $7.99, so they let me pay $7.99 for shipping as long as I won't return the product. These are BareRoot, but it looks like it's starting to leaf out. Yeah, it's great timing because it's just a few little leaves in there. And okay, there's one more leaf starting. So this is great because I got them before they got anything going on. And I just got them today, and they're moist. The roots are really moist and good. Wow. She said it might take 2 weeks to get to me, and they might be dried out. I knew that wasn't the case because Peaceful Valley or Grow Organics is in California like me, so the stuff always gets to me quickly from there. They use FedEx for this instead of the post office, so I don't understand that. But their shipping cost has gone up so high. I'm sure it's affecting sales because there's the strawberries, shipping, they were going to charge me $15 for shipping. So I just had to reduce my order because I was just going to get some, some blackberries and these strawberries. And I was like, $15? I can just go to the store on the corner and get something and struggle with that. But quite frankly, you see the root system on these? The ones in my local store don't have that kind of root system. The root system are just, it'll be 1 or 2 inches for BareRoot strawberries in my local store. So I feel like I get a better start with these, but I wasn't willing to pay an extra $15 for them, So thankfully I talked to them on the phone and they allowed me to use the $7.99 shipping price. And they sent me a 20% off coupon, and that will augment the shipping costs for me to order something else. Wish they had given me that 20% off shipping, that 20% off coupon before this, because I would have used it and bought more stuff on this order. But, that's how life goes. That's how it goes. Got my Eclair strawberries. These are supposed to be really good. I'm not going to plant them near my quinoa or my sequoias because those I know are really good, and I don't want these to mix with my regular strawberries until I know, because I got hungry critters in the garden and I like a few strawberries myself, so I can't take any chances. So we're going to do a whole new strawberry bed today. Yeah. The trick is finding a spot that receives sun but not too much, because strawberries are perennials. Like this spot right here is kind of shady right now, but in the summertime this is a spot that gets a huge amount of sun. So I'm gonna just plant them all along this walkway here, and hopefully that'll save me from having to water too much. This is a drought tolerant garden, and yeah, I'm planting strawberries amidst the blackberries. Blackberries are inevitable in my garden because I use them to keep down on pests and predators. I am gardening in rattlesnake territory, and these dangerous canes are something that the rattlesnakes don't like to hang out on. So that's what I garden into. I actually throw these things on the ground. Ow, I just got, yeah. Silly gardeners. Do I care? No, I don't. As long as I don't have rattlesnakes. I've had to have neighbors get rattlesnakes out of my front yard. And I'd rather prick out a blackberry cane from my garden than accidentally run into a creature. Now you can plant these a foot apart. I've got 25, and so they'll line this whole thing front to back for me, and we'll go from there. Now I would plant them closer if I could, I just don't know that I can. I'll plant my first ones out, and I just lay mine on top of the soil as long as the crown is above, and let those long roots, I guess that's not the best method. My roots are straight, and I just lay them like that, and the plant goes in. Simple, easy. Trying to be a little bit more clear. So I got this one here, and I think I'm gonna go 6 inches here. I'm planting these in rocks. They do fine planted in rocks. Strawberries, they are very tenacious. They take their time, and my strawberries live a long time. So plop them there. But if you are one of those people who are harvest junkies, you want the biggest harvest and this, that, and the other, you might want to go with a foot, because these will make tons of babies. And so this whole area should be filled in. And I'm just digging this out. I don't plant straight down. I plant to the side, and then I just cover the root, and they can go as far down as they feel like it. That is not my issue. That is the strawberries' issue. If they feel like going down a foot or two, you go for it, but that's not the gardener's job. This gardener is not going to do that for you. This gardener right here is giving you a few inches, and the rest of that is on you. And this method has worked very well for me, because it doesn't stress out all this roots, and doesn't disturb the soil, so it doesn't mess with the mycorrhizae kind of thing. I have lost my plant in chatting here, and so, oh, there it is. I just have to make sure that the old girl, this is the root, I'm just laying it down, and then I'm making sure that the other side is above the soil. That's it. So I want to plant everything but the crown. Crown sticking up, we're good. And it will dig its way. You guys, in the spring and summer, this strawberry will dig itself up. Now, am I going to have the most productive strawberries? That's up to Jesus. Will I have strawberries? For decades, okay? My old strawberries were planted 6 or 7 years ago. That bed is still productive. It's still feeding a whole lot of folks. If your strawberries don't come up, you probably planted the crown in the ground. That is the only mistake I know you can make. You can plant them in rocks like I'm doing. They aren't going to trip. They aren't going to trip at all. They won't have any problems with that. You can put them almost on top of the soil. It is their natural instinct to root down into the soil, so they aren't going to trip over that either. You can plant them in acidic soil like I am. They're fine. You can cover them with stuff. No problem. The only thing you can't do is cover up this right here. That right there needs to be out. Don't suffocate your strawberries, okay? That's all I got to say. As long as you don't suffocate your strawberries, you guys are going to do well. So I think I've showed you enough. I guess I'll show you one more time, because I want to make sure you get this, because this is the only thing that matters when planting strawberries. I'm pulling up some of these dead pine needles, of which I have plenty. And I am digging into my rock. And I am putting the strawberry down there. And then I am simply covering it lightly with pine needles and such. And thanking God for the rain, we're done. That's all, folks.